Fishkin is live on idobi Radio.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to Gone Fishkin live here on idobi Radio with your host, Fish. Twitter.com/Gone Fishkin. If you have a request, if you want a shout out, maybe I'll get to it, maybe I won't. Instagram.com/Mike Fishkin. Instagram.com/a pug named Biggie. Biggie was just scratching the shit out of my leg, so I had to pick him up. So I'm sitting really awkwardly while I'm trying to do my intro right now. But either way, I'm very excited for tonight's show for a plethora of different reasons. Reasons number one, I get to do my show live with friends again, and I'll never take that for granted. Reason number two, not only do I have one of my best friends in the whole wide world, one of my favorite singers, songwriters, he just came on vacation with me. I was just the best man in his wedding. I saw Shania Twain with him twice. Yes. We've been all over the country together. We've blacked out a million times. I have Jayden Seeley on the show, and not only that, I have the man behind some of my favorite pop rock tracks that have come out of Australia in the last 10 years. For the first time ever on Gone Fishkin, Stevie Knight. Help. I don't know why I just announced you like we were at emo night. It's like, all right, cool, guys. I'm going to hit play. Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous is about to play.
Wait, is this not a DJ set?
I guess we're not on a DJ set right now.
Oh, I'll just put my DJ deck away then.
Yeah, definitely put your DJ deck away.
Yeah, I'm putting it away.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us, Fish.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Lovely being here.
Dude, an honor to have you on the show right now, post-release of Amplified that is getting world radio premiere tonight.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, dude.
Yo,
Amplified
yo.
is out. Feels pretty cool. Stevie Knight was helped me create it. Pretty sick. Pretty cool to have it out.
Dude, it's awesome. It's your third solo single that you've released so far, and it's first time you're back with Stevie Knight in about 5 years.
Bro, Shania Twain vinyl is right behind my head, and she just keeps falling on me. I'm taking it as a sign that Shania and me are maybe supposed to be together.
There you go.
Hey, maybe. Honey, I'm home. It's been a long day.
There you go.
Yep.
Tell his wife.
But yeah, no, it's the first time you and Stevie are working together since pre-pandemic, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, it's crazy. Like you said, it's like the third solo single, but in many ways it kind of feels like the start of like a new era. I think it took me a little bit to like work out the solo stuff, but when Stevie moved to LA recently, we like reconnected and we started making music again, and it was just like the magic was recaptured of when we were doing music together in WithCon, and it feels like the start of a whole new chapter.
I love that.
Something special. Special.
Oh, man.
Yeah, special.
It was so good to see the teaser videos of you guys together in the studio just having a good time. Mm-hmm. And you guys have been working pretty relentlessly the whole year. And, man, I've been by Jayden's side through many of different project ideas.
Sure.
The way he was talking about getting to work with Stevie again.
Yeah.
He was so happy just talking like a...
Yeah, we're in love, man.
Yeah.
Leave us alone, all right?
Yeah, you're actually both my boyfriends.
Yeah,
Oh, no!
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Wild. Hell yeah. So, Stevie, welcome...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Help!
Biggie,
Help.
stop licking whatever the fuck you're licking. Biggie's licking the floor right now. I don't know what he's licking.
Biggie's a good boy.
But either way. But Stevie, now, was this the first thing you worked on when you moved here?
No.
Nah, you've
But
been
it was-
bouncing around.
It was close, though.
Mm.
We just rocked over and then just started hanging. And then it just kind of just naturally just was like, yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then next minute, writing some songs.
It's actually insane that it took Stevie so long to come out here.
Yeah.
Like,
Here we
I'm
go, I'm
saying it
gonna get
now
roasted.
officially, but Stevie is absolutely going to take over the rock scene in LA in the next few years.
Ooh.
Yeah, 100%.
That's huge shoes to fill.
Yeah. But, I
dog.
mean, I said it, so you got to do it now.
And he said it on live radio.
Yeah.
So, hell yeah. Now Amplified is the first single you're releasing with Stevie, and it seems to be the start of this new chapter, like you
No,
said.
that's it, man. That's
it, actually.
That's it, yeah.
That's it.
All
That's
that
I'm
hype
never
done.
putting music out again.
You're putting this one out, and like it is a very big change up from I would say Day Job for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
100% a change up from 700 square feet.
Yeah.
1,000% a change up from 8 other demos I heard in between 700 square feet in this
Bounced
one.
around. There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So where's this one?
Stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Where's this one kind of drawing inspiration from? Because I do hear like some familiar Jayden Seeley, Stevie Knight tones that you used in the past, maybe.
For sure. Dude, we don't like nothing is like overly intentional with this stuff. I think this is just what music sounds like when me and Stevie collaborate and create. You know, I think if you try too hard to say, oh, I want it to sound like this and this and this, you start to get this like weird product that doesn't feel natural. This was truly just me and Stevie reconnecting as friends and making stuff we thought was sick, and then going into a studio and tracking a bunch of stuff and had fun. And like that's what it sounds like.
That's what it should be.
100%. That's what
it should be. It's what music is all about.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Having a good time.
And
so yeah, not intentional. It just sounds like that.
And speaking of not intentional,
we actually realized that halfway through. We're like, oh, okay, this is what happens.
This is what happens. And it's like, wow, this sounds kind of similar to the stuff from the self-titled WithCon album.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, wait, that's just because me and Stevie were doing our thing, and now it sounds similar because we reconnected. Like, it's just a thing that happened. I don't know.
And we're idiots because we didn't realize that, but we're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Speaking of things being unintentional, I heard rumors you guys unintentionally had the time of your life in the studio while tracking drums.
Oh, yes. So
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, we got the chance to play the Time of My Life guitar in the studio, the Green Day guitar. And also, fun fact.
Not allegedly. That's actually.
Yeah, that's true.
That's straight fact.
No, that's a thing that happened. And it actually, fun fact, it's the same guitar they tracked on My Life as Iris Goo Goo Dolls.
That's right.
The same guitar in Rob Cavallo's studio.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Robbie C.
Shout out.
Just big shout out.
That guitar is the biggest wingman in the world.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Did we end up using it?
I think
you just played it.
I think we played it. I think we auditioned like 20 or 30 different guitars.
Acoustic guitars.
And I didn't know they all sounded that fucking different.
It's crazy.
It is wild. Like, we jumped from like Taylors to Gibsons to some Epiphones to just like a bunch of stuff, and it was like, wow, like tonally these all sound completely different. That was pretty cool. Yeah, we didn't end up using the Time of My Life guitar. We ended up just playing it, and I just literally played the doo-doo-doo-doo.
We just ended up using like a $10,000 Gibson, like
nothing special,
335 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's just nothing special.
Nothing special.
Actually, what was it?
It was a Gibson.
Yeah. Was it the red one or was it the Sunburst one?
It was a Sunburst one. It was big, like the wide body. Yeah.
It's a classic. I just can't think of the. Anyways. Continue.
Yeah.
We can keep. Anyways, they had these like XLR leads there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
What color were those?
I think black.
I think they were black.
Yeah.
Probably.
Did you coil any of them?
Sorry?
Did you coil any of them?
Yeah, I color coded them. Yeah.
Coiled.
Coiled.
I color coiled them. Yeah.
Color coiled the chords.
So when you guys get together and you guys started writing music and everything, was it always for the Jayden Seeley project, or were you guys just like, man, we've been writing and producing because Stevie obviously has all of the incredible Stand Atlantic songs that have come out and many more. Also, the band that you were just in Europe with.
So does he, man. He's also an incredible.
Well,
I feel awkward you saying that because
I made eye contact with you.
He was getting there.
Yeah.
He was getting there.
As much of a
Right?
legend.
Yeah, you were getting.
Yeah. Imagine I come to one of Stevie's sessions. I'm like, oh no, a drum fill should go here. Fish, it's the intro still.
Man.
Stevie obviously, Stevie has his hits, and obviously we're fucking around here giving each other shit. But Stevie has all incredible songs, including the WithCon songs that I fell in love with, and that's how Jane and I became friends.
They're my songs.
Your song.
Yeah.
And
that'd be a lesson to you.
And I feel like the first 5 years of my show was kind of shaped by Stevie's mixes and music, and I feel like the last 5 years of my show obviously have still had sprinkled in with Stevie, but it's really become like a lot of Jayden Seeley artists and artists that you've co-wrote or produced with.
For sure,
and so now, how does it feel like just kind of going from hat to hat with that? You went from an artist to producer to now you're back to the solo project with kind of the OG producer that you worked with.
Feels terrible, man. No, it's honestly like it's the coolest thing in the world. The fact that a lot of those songs, those early WithCon songs, came out like over 10 years ago, you know, and still I get to say that I wake up every day and I make music for a living, whether it be for myself or for other people, and I still get the chance to work with people like Stevie, and I don't know, I feel incredibly lucky, and I never take it for granted. And I want to do it for another 10, 20, 30 years, like for the rest of my life, you know? I hope we both keep providing you music for your radio show.
30 years. Did you hear that?
That's a long time.
That's a long time, dude.
Stevie's like, I got like a week left.
Hey, I got like, help.
So now, with that being said, you guys have been working on so much music separately. Is there any music that isn't Jayden Seeley that might have both your hands in it?
Oh, moving forward, I mean, nothing official. We've been talking about doing some stuff with other artists together.
Oh, we have one thing.
We
but-
worked on a Ryan Oakes track
Yeah,
together. That was pretty cool. But I feel like, now that you're here,
Yeah, now that I'm here.
I think we're going to work on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What have you been working on, Stevie, actually? Just like sidebar. Like anything you're like stoked on, anything that's just come out, people should check out?
There's some stuff that's coming up, but I can't talk about it just yet.
True.
But stay tuned.
He's doing the new Shania Twain album, actually.
I'm doing the new Shania. I'm doing the new Garth Brooks record.
The new Garth Brooks. That's a
Yeah.
deep... Is that... Wait, he's Australian? Or
He's
is he
the-
American?
He's the dude that like.
Is Garth Brooks Australian? Or
No,
He's
that-
American, but
he's American, right?
I don't know, but there's been a bunch of times I've gone to like cowboy parties and I've just said I'm Girth Brooks.
Do you know
It's
like
incredible.
the conspiracy behind Garth Brooks stuff?
No.
So like there's been a murder in every like town that he's played through America
No
in
way.
this one particular tour, and they're like trying to tie him to some sort of like allegedly
Allegedly.
it's pretty wild. That's why I made the Garth Brooks joke. He's played there that night and then someone's like been murdered or mortared.
Stevie
He's been
loves a
mortared.
good conspiracy.
I love a good conspiracy source.
Crazy. Oh, I'm not.
Anyways, so I'm gonna get murdered by Garth Brooks
We'll
probably
see.
if he hears this.
Now
as
that
well.
you've said that,
Now
yeah.
that I've put that out there in the ether.
Start looking for new producers.
The death certificate's just gonna say he was Brooks and Dunn.
Oh,
Nice.
there you
Pretty
go.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm very excited for tonight's episode, man. It's first time Amplified's played live on the radio.
Pretty cool.
Very
cool.
excited.
Thanks
It'll-
for playing it, Fishy.
Of course, it'll be in heavy rotation on idobi Radio starting tomorrow.
Love to see it. Thank you, mate.
Of course. Now, is this your first time co-hosting as a solo artist?
I think maybe.
I feel like you may have co-hosted
Because me and Nick from the Rex did some stuff, but I don't think it was an actual radio show, right?
Yeah, it was pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, crazy, dude.
And holy shit, you came on the show at When We Were Young pre-recorded too.
Wow, we're live, baby.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Holy shit. So you haven't
Pretty
been
cool.
live on the show in over 5 years now, probably.
I don't know, man. I'm old.
Let's see.
Getting up there.
I don't think so.
Getting up there.
Oh wait, no. You did my show, like my second show post COVID,
True.
or second. I mean, everyone has their different terms, but either way,
Sure.
second show back in studio, baby.
Pretty cool. Good to be
Holy
back.
shit, that's insane. Well, my mom says hi, by the way.
Oh, hi, Mama Fish.
Hello.
She texted me saying, "Hi, Jayden, I'm listening."
Oh. Does she listen to every show?
Every single show,
Oh, that's a good
What a
supportive
legend.
mama.
as long as I'm live.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So now, being your solo artist now, there's a lot of things that come with the territory of being a solo artist. One, I mean, you can kick yourself out of a band if you really tried.
I
But
could.
You could, but
That just ends the project.
exactly.
It's just Stevie's project.
Yeah.
So now,
Awkward.
so it's been the biggest thing from going from writing with a band and obviously with a familiar producer, and then you going on your own way to become the producer and being the other band member for other people, to now writing for your solo project with a producer you previously worked with.
Bro, it has been a journey for sure. I think it's like two things. I think the first thing that was really difficult was going from life that was so much WithCon. It was based around WithCon. It was touring so much of the year, and going from that to post WithCon, which was learning how to just be a human being, staying in one place, and then focusing more on writing and production. It was like a big psychological change, you know? And it was one that was like I was so ready to do it and to just chill for a bit, because WithCon toured like crazy
Relentlessly.
for years and years and years. So the psychological part was like a big one. I think the other one was just kind of like learning what... Shania, stop.
It's gone.
It's gone. She's just in a cactus. Shania Twain vinyls in a cactus. The second one that was really hard was just like working out what the solo project is supposed to be. You know, like working out what the sound of it was. I bounced around a bunch, as you know, just in different sounds. I had Day Job with the Rex. I did 700 Square Feet with the Gomez brothers and Trella. And it's funny that it kind of just came full circle, and I worked out the thing that I wanted to do was to come back and work with Stevie and
Do
kind
a rock
of
record, man.
do a rock record and kind of make music the way I used to make music for WithCon, which was like we would write the bones of a song and then go into like a rehearsal space, which we did, and we played everything live and see how it felt, you know? And kind of going back to that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You had to work out a day job just to go back to the night.
There you go.
Essentially. Essentially, yeah. And
intended.
now I'm amplified.
Hell yeah. And the studio is definitely not 700 square feet.
No, it's a little smaller than that.
A little smaller, but we could pretend.
Sure, yeah. There's no cameras facing that way, so we just pretend it goes all the way there.
Yeah.
Sure.
So now the rollout of amplified. This thing, we gotta get.
Mic keeps breaking.
Yeah, we gotta get something to fix this. But either way, the rollout for amplified, I feel like it was a quick one. It was like a quick 2-week boy of teasing it.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
We've been sitting on it for a bit.
We have. It's been there
probably
for
about a
months
year,
now.
right?
When did we write that song? Like January?
We started early this year.
Early this year.
And now it's already like halfway through the year, which is insane.
Yeah, we're at the end of May, which is
Insane.
wild. We're almost in June.
We have a lot more.
We do. We have.
We're ready.
We have a full
We're
EP.
ready.
We have a full EP of music.
Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah.
He dropped it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to bust his bubble. But
Oh, thank you for giving that to me. I
there you
appreciate it.
go.
Yeah, we got a full EP of music. Amplified. That's why I keep saying it's like the start of an era. It truly is. Like we have an era planned and ready. And we're already thinking about the next moves, you know?
EP stands for era, please.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what EP stands for.
In my crumble opinion, it's Amplified's not even the third best song we've got.
Really?
Yeah, we've saved some of the bangers.
The bangers.
Soon.
100% correct.
Soon.
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed. There you
Confirmed.
go.
Yes, correct.
If I was on psychedelics in a hot tub in NorCal and heard another song featuring another artist, I'd be very stoked on it.
Yeah, dude. That's such a specific thing that
If it happened, that's sick.
yeah, man, 100%. And I think you would like it, and I think other people would like that song too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm very excited. And I'm very excited to see this live too, because something I've truly missed is Jayden live. And it's not to say I haven't tried. I've tried every which way possible. I've been like,
I appreciate it.
yeah, you know what? Maybe you'll hop up and do a guest song at Fishmas. Oh, maybe you'll hop up with this artist. They really want you up there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jayden, Fishmas in July. Maybe you should play that. Oh, maybe.
No pressure, dude.
No pressure.
No
yeah.
pressure. No pressure at all.
Yeah.
But we've been trying. So when do we think we could get a Jayden Seeley live show?
It's for sure on the books.
Dude, when's the last time you played?
The end of 2022, which
Oh,
is crazy.
frick.
It was the last WithCon tour.
we
Like
swear?
literally November.
Oh, fuck.
November 2022.
Sorry, Fisher's mom.
Yeah, dude, it's definitely time. I think if we're talking about releasing an EP and a body of work, I need stuff to play live, right? So whenever we have enough music to play live is when we're going to play live. And when I say we, because Stevie is going to be playing drums.
I was about to say, are you French? What is this we?
Ah, oui.
Yeah, oui.
Ah, oui.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Every time I post one of your clips, which is every time you post a clip, I
you,
repost it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I get
boyfriend material here.
Boyfriend material.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was truly Instagram boyfriend throughout last week too.
100%.
I got a couple videos.
Yeah.
You did.
I wanted for the amplified release. I wanted to post a picture of Biggie and Jayden in a cage together.
That's right.
But I wanted that to be on the premium account that people had to pay for.
Yeah, sure.
But dude, so many people hit me up. They're like, "Yo, does he have a bassist? Yo, does he have a drummer? Yo, does he have a guitarist?" So people are thirsty to play with Jayden Seeley right now.
He has a drummer.
He has a drummer,
And whatever I'm playing, I haven't worked it out yet. Probably a bit of everything.
He's looking for a vocalist, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing any of them. I'm just going to play bass in the background.
Professional triangulist.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe a little cowbell if we're feeling
There
crazy.
you go.
Ooh,
A little bit of Will Ferrell.
Little
I love
Will
that.
Ferrell?
Yeah, you know, he always gets up like on
Oh, yeah.
Saturday Night Live and you'll just jump up with like a cow. You've never seen that? He's done it a few times.
I've never seen an episode of Saturday Night Live.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie.
Biggie said he'll play the dog who doesn't stop fucking licking, and I hate that noise
Biggie
so much.
Baby, he's got allergies.
I know.
Frankie
I
has
know.
allergies right now too.
Stevie,
It's
could you
okay.
EQ that sound out of my ears, please?
The licking.
Yeah, it's literally my least favorite sound in the world.
It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
But poor little baby.
He's just living his life.
Yeah, he is.
Hell yeah. So I was with Jayden all last week for the most part. We went up to NorCal.
Did
met up.
San Luis Obispo, my first time.
San
Was
Luis
it good?
Obispo?
It was fucking sick. Yeah, there was some cool stuff. We went to
Did you guys kiss?
just a little bit.
Yeah, no
just a
tongue.
little bit.
No.
In the hot tub,
Very classy.
Yeah.
We went to the Madonna Inn, which was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Strong recommend. What a crazy place.
Incredible time.
Yeah.
It was so nice. The town only had like 7,700 people that we were in.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking tight. And I literally told Jayden we all left the Airbnb at like 10:30ish. Went to the Madonna Inn. We ate. We're like, all right, guys, stoked to just do nothing the rest of the weekend and hang out.
Which never happens with any
It
of
did
us.
not happen at all, dude. So I went from the most relaxing week of my life.
You didn't? There you go. There's
to I'm leaving the Madonna Inn with a bunch of cake to bring to a friend.
Yeah.
And I got fucking pulled over by some officer dipshit.
That was his name, actual name?
Legal name.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think he was
Dipshits?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Somewhere in Europe. I don't know where he was from.
Yeah.
okay, sure, yeah.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, probably.
Scandinavian
Yeah, it's
for
a Scandinavian name for
American officer.
sure. There you go.
I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm going 60 miles per hour. And keep in mind, I'm going 60 on a highway.
Nice.
The slowest I've ever driven on a highway, arguably. Second slowest is 61, if anyone's wondering. But,
There you go.
yeah. But I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm like, Mom, this cop's tailgating me right now. And she's like, are you speeding? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm as clear as day. I'm admiring the beautiful view of the beaches on the PCH. Puts the lights on. I'm like, Mom, I'm getting pulled over. So I get pulled over. And I got pulled over for not acknowledging an exit sign, and I kept driving. And I'm like, wouldn't that have meant that I got off the exit?
Wait, what?
So wait,
Right?
so you got pulled over in an exit lane? Is that what happened?
So apparently I was in an exit lane and I kept driving forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Were you on the side of the road, like the median thing?
not that I know of.
What do you call that in America? The side thing where people pull over? I'm going to say I'm
Breakdown
Australian,
lane.
so we don't. Yeah, we call it a breakdown lane.
Yeah, that's what it should be called.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Were you
Is
driving in
that
a
not what you
breakdown
guys-
lane?
No. and then like, whatever.
Maybe Sergeant Dipshits was in the right, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds like it's a you problem, dude.
Yeah. And then so he goes back to his car. He realizes that I have no arrest or anything or warrants because I've never done anything bad. And
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Surprising.
Exactly. And so fucking he's like, oh man, you also didn't acknowledge the sign for the gorge. I'm like, what the fuck's the gorge? Isn't the gorge in Nashville? Yeah.
Pledge allegiance to the gorge.
Yeah, like what the fuck? So like I get a ticket, it doesn't say how much or anything on it. So hopefully I don't know, hopefully it gets thrown out. But
You probably just got a warning, bro.
yeah, he's listening right now and he's like, oh,
like,
yep, I knew he'd talk
fuck
shit about
that
me on the
dude.
show.
Yeah, dude, you should have acknowledged the gorge.
He's going down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a DJ set at the Gorge next week in San Luis Obispo.
Love that venue.
Yeah.
But so that throws me off by about 45 minutes with rush hour and everything. So then my homie sees my location. He's like, oh, you're home? I'm in the town over from you. I'm going to come by. I'm like, all right, cool. Comes by, bullshitting, smoke a joint or 7, maybe 2.
Doesn't sound like you did.
No. He's like, oh,
Who is this?
Medford.
Oh, Medi.
Yeah. So Medford's like, oh, are you going to come to Rainbow Room for dinner? I'm like, He's like, come on, man. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Go to Rainbow Room with him. 4 or 5 old fashions later, I'm like, I am fucked the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like
dude.
talking to some people while just eating dinner at Rainbow on my 5th old fashioned, and I'm like, man, I got an 11 o'clock cutoff. They're like, man, you told Med you were going home, to Rocks to see him. And I go, like I said, I have an 11 o'clock cutoff. They're like, it's 10:47. I go, did you not hear me? I have an 11. So I walk upstairs, have a half a beer, call my car, go home. So I was supposed to.
I respect that.
Yeah. So supposed to meet up with a friend for breakfast the next day, and he got stuck doing something and could not grab breakfast with him, but hit me up around like 3:30.
Where were you gonna go?
I don't remember where we were going to go for breakfast.
Okay.
But I do remember where we ended up.
Where is that?
Laurel. We went to Laurel.
You had an old fashioned?
Yes, I did. And then, wait.
Is this his drink of choice?
It's I mean, me and Fish have drunk many old
Oh, I
fashioned.
know you're sick for an old fashioned.
Dude, there's a couple spots we go, and the old fashions they make are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
To be fair, can make a cocktail.
Can make
Fantastic cocktail.
Thank you.
Can do it.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do.
Give credit when due.
Sure.
Very true.
Sure.
But
Sure.
maybe it was Jayden who fucked me up on this one.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought a Negroni was Aperol and whiskey.
What?
I definitely didn't tell you that.
Uh,
Isn't it?
It's
wait,
Aperol and gin.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
That's gross.
I don't know why I thought it was that. So that's what I ordered. Told my friend, and he's like, "Hey man, you know that was a gin drink, so I got you gin." And so I looked it up. It's a Bouvier, not to be confused with Pierre Bouvier from Simple Plan.
Right.
Very close spelling wise.
I'll get one Pierre Bouvier, please.
I'll get one. I'm just a kid, please.
And Life is a Nightmare on the side.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow's the Life is a Nightmare part. But so I have one of those.
Nice. That was good.
And then I have an Aperol spritz. I like stick with the Aperol, not the liquor.
Aperol goes hard.
And then maybe I smoked a Jeter. And
As you
then
do.
maybe Medford, again, it seems to be the real common denominator is Medford in these
I'm
situations.
seeing a trend.
But he was like, yo, do you want to come to this birthday party with me?
Jesus.
And it's at 8, then just Uber home. It's kind of by you, and I'm going to go to Rocks. I'm like, yeah, no problem. So after I smoked the joint, I call him. I'm like, yo, where you at? He's like, oh, I'm on the way. I'm like, I'm fucked up. Maybe I'll come to work with you tonight.
Wow.
Hang up. Within 2 seconds, I get a call. And they didn't talk. I get a call from Eric from Rainbow Robe. And Eric's like, yeah, are you around tonight? We need a DJ for the House of Protection after party.
Hell yeah.
And I go,
DJ?
Eric, I'm fucked up right now. Let's do it.
Oh my God.
So whatever, end up at Rainbow Room again for dinner, eating dinner with Medford, and someone had handed me a piece of chocolate at the party. I forget who, but it was like in a really nice packaging.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like a silly piece of chocolate, maybe.
Yeah, silly
Protects.
chocolate.
And they said,
good EP.
silly chocolate.
What?
What?
Great band.
No, what? House Production?
Love silly chocolate.
Silly chocolate.
Great discography.
I don't think that's what their record's called.
No.
But either way, I eat it, and within 20 minutes, I am off my fucking ass. I feel like I'm in 21 Jump Street.
Silly chocolate.
Yeah, and I'm inside. I go into the show, and the show's intense because it's House of Protection. It's Steve is formerly of Fever 333's new band.
Sure.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're sick.
Too much Wild on Shrimps. And
Whoa.
and it was like 1,000,000 degrees because it was packed wall to wall in there.
Woofed.
So I go, I'm like, I'm gonna go upstairs, get set up for the after party, whatever. I don't have my hoodie on, very important detail. And so go up there, people start coming, and then I see a very good friend of mine, Keaton Cussler. She comes by, known her for like 10 plus years from Warped Tour and everything.
Sure.
And I am so stoked to see her. I'm like, dude, of anyone I could have guessed would come here, would not have guessed you. She's maybe been there like 3 times ever from when I've DJ'd. And she's like, yeah, no, we wanted to come by. And by we, she meant Ryan from Envy on the Coast as well. My favorite fucking singer, and the reason why I basically know what idobi Radio is. And I'm like,
Aw.
Ryan Hunter, I'm so sorry, I'm on shrooms right now, and I don't know what's going on. I felt like fucking Jonah Hill and Get Him to the Greek.
He was like, it's all right, Fish. We'll take care of you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like we'd never expected you to be anything great anyway.
Honestly, Fish, if I showed up somewhere and you were like, I am really mushroomed out, I'd be like, I'm so happy for you, Fish. You're having a great night. That makes me really happy.
Yeah. So I was like paranoid the next day. So I called Keenan. I'm like, man, I feel so bad. I was so fucked up. She's like,
she was like, oh, dude, it was totally fine.
yeah. She's like, until you said anything, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if that's good or bad. But either way, so I'm DJing and then just hanging out and then just go home. And I'm just like, I'm so glad all I wanted to fucking do was sleep this weekend.
And you got a lot of great sleep.
Yeah.
a lot of great side quests.
Yeah,
I'm
there
happy
you
for
go.
you, man.
Thank you.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah, dude.
And
So is that what we're doing tonight?
Well, Royal and the Serpent is doing her release party for her new single.
Love to see it.
Or is she doing her birthday tonight?
I don't know.
Either her birthday was the other day. I don't know if it's a release party or a birthday party, but
Bit of
either way,
both.
we're partying with Royal and the Serpent later.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Count me in.
I'll be there. Don't
Love
you worry.
life.
Yes, I'm not allowed to say where it is. I don't think, but either way.
Sure, yeah.
But
Just say it, dude.
Just drop the addy,
Say
bro.
it's 9009 Sunset Boulevard.
There you go.
Some guy's house gets raided.
Nah, it's that's just on the rocks address.
Oh, nice. There you go.
We are back live here on Gone Fishkin. That was Day Job by Jayden Seeley featuring the Rex, who are currently on a fucking ripping tour right now. They're killing
The Rex
it.
are crushing right now.
Crushing.
Seeing the stuff that they're posting.
So
Just
funny.
Nick, like walking through the crowd like Jesus.
So funny.
Insane.
But hell yeah, this is back here live on air with Jayden Seeley and Stevie Knight, and that was once again Day Job by Jayden Seeley and the Rex. And I think that's a perfect segue to talk about the music industry a little bit because at this point, Jayden and I are no longer young bucks. Stevie's like 86, but
How old are you? 78?
87, dude.
I mean,
Get it right.
74 myself.
I'll be 77 next week.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You
You
look great for your age.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You.
man.
True vampire.
Yeah.
Vamplified.
There you
Amplified. Very good.
There you go.
Very good. Very good.
There you go.
Fish. But no, like we've been in it for a while now. We've seen a lot of ups and downs, like not only personally but also career wise and in the industry from afar. So I'm very curious as someone who's I would consider if the music industry was like school, I would consider we graduated together and kind of went through the ringer together when it came to post college life.
Sure.
So for you, what has been like the best and worst part of the industry so far in the last 10 years since Withcon got signed?
Brother. You know, I said we should talk about this, but I actually didn't think about what my answer would be. So we're going to actually start with Stevie Knight. Stevie Knight, what do you think the best and worst parts of the industry are right now?
Easy.
Easy.
Best part of the industry.
Yep.
The worst part of the
Yep,
industry
for
over
sure.
here.
For sure.
And my favorite part is the only thing people can see right now
Nailed it.
are nothing because we're only on radio. The video comes after.
Oh, yeah, he was pointing at himself when he said worst part.
Shit.
And pointing
and
at
pointing
me.
at Shania Twain when he said best part.
I mean, we can all agree
Now
about
I'm
that.
gonna. Whoa.
About Shania.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on right now, man?
Fuck?
Yeah.
Stevie, how do you feel that I butchered your song in front of thousands of people on Long Island?
What did you do?
Played the wrong chords.
Oh, for
What?
We'll Be Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the thing that actually no, that's the worst part. No.
Did anyone get footage of it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's footage.
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's
We'll
Cut
show you
to it
later.
right now.
I'll
Yeah.
show you later. Fish.
Right now.
Right now, Fish. What's the best and worst parts of the industry right now?
Oh,
You're
best.
stalling, dude.
Let's see. Worst part.
Right now, his mind's going, what the fuck do I actually say?
Let's see. Best part. I would say supportive friends.
Hell yeah.
Like this week is fucking awesome. Like I made a joke to a few people. They're like, "Oh, how's the fam doing?" I'm like, "Oh man, my sisters are having a really hard week this week. They met Joe Jonas yesterday at a meet and greet at Looney Tune Records. Thank you, Tom, for getting them in.
I love
And-
Looney Tune Records.
Dude, yeah. So they went to
Yeah.
Looney Tunes
We
for the
played
Joe
there.
Jonas meet and greet. And then they're all going to see Avril, Simple Plan, and We the Kings tomorrow at the Garden.
I love that.
So I would say that's the best part of the music industry, being able to guest list my family and have friends that guest list my family for stuff.
That's so wholesome.
Free shows.
Free shows
That's
is
pretty
awesome.
good.
I mean, I'm so jaded with shows. It's awesome that my mom and sisters get to go now.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
so Jayden. He's
I'm
right
so
there.
Jayden.
He's right there, dude. You can speak to him
right here.
Let's
right
see.
there if you
What's the
want.
worst part of the industry, Fish?
There's a million.
What's the first one that comes to mind?
Nah, there's not a million. I'm totally lying. Like I said, I would say that point. Being jaded is the worst part of the industry.
Oh, true. Just people getting jaded over time.
Yep, and I'm guilty of it too. So,
Interesting.
yeah,
Because
because it's hard.
yeah, I've thought about it.
Here we go.
I've given it a big consideration. You know what? Are you guys sponsored by Live Nation?
Not just yet.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I feel like they get an honorable mention for just the insane ticket prices that we're dealing with right now. I think that comes to mind as like one of the worst things in the industry is that people are literally going in debt to see their favorite artists. No one should pay hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars to watch an artist play live. I think at most tickets should be like $100. And I think that for your average show, you should be paying $20, $30 to see it. So like live music is accessible and available. No one should be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Actually,
Yeah.
and venue, let me just jump on the back of that.
Please.
And promoters and venues taking merch cuts off bands when they already
It's a
don't
thing.
make jack.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting argument.
What you got?
So
Rebuttal.
I 100% agree that like club shows should be $20-$30 easily. It's hard with the stadium one because you go from a concert to a show and live experience with all that production and stuff. So the overhead to put on that performance at a stadium's a lot more. I'll say dynamic pricing stupid.
Dynamic. Okay, so let's specifically talk
Yeah.
about dynamic pricing is like predatory and terrible.
Yeah.
You really think that if everyone that went to, let's say like a Sabrina Carpenter show that is a sold out stadium paid $100, that it wouldn't cover costs and get everybody paid? Because what's a stadium? Like, what are we talking about? Like 60,000 people?
I don't know how much it would be to put things on, but you have to think about all the logistics. Once I like heard the breakdown of stuff, I was like, oh, I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with jacking up for resale though.
I mean, yeah, I think people have always hated resale stuff. That's fair.
Like the third party market is so dirty. That's terrible. I think there should be a law in place that you can't sell for more than 10% of what you bought it for or something.
Do you guys agree with $26 White Claws?
That's an interesting one because I've seen a lot of interesting takes on the internet.
Because that's what they were. That's
Wait,
what they are.
okay. No one should charge more than $3 for a White Claw.
Dude.
But imagine how insane shows would be if they were only charging $3 for a White Claw.
They'd probably charge more for ticket prices.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying how unsafe they would be.
Oh, that's so fair, though.
Like if I'm 21 years old and I'm going to a venue and I have $50 and White Claws are $3, I'm blacking out. My best friend's blacking out. His best friend's blacking out, and someone else we just are buying drinks for is blacking out.
As someone that's come from the Sydney scene, where I did go to our emo night and spend $3 for a vodka raspberry, can confirm.
Yeah,
it's a messy night.
So I've heard
It was
that
fun.
Fun time.
I've heard stadiums and places jack up prices kind of for that reason too.
To charge more for
That
White
sounds
Claws?
like...
Or charge
No,
less?
no. So people drink less.
That sounds like bullshit. That sounds like an excuse.
That
if
does
I've
sound
ever
like an
heard one.
excuse. It's
Like
like,
you say,
oh, we're
go
trying to
from-
protect people, so give us money.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to be a radio show host guy and liking
no,
every
I respect
side.
that.
I see every side.
I respect it.
But you shouldn't be making
I'm calling
100%
bullshit
profit on a White Claw.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Or
That's
anything,
crazy.
honestly.
Fair. All right, to switch it up, the best part of the industry right now, because I've been thinking about it while we talk about White Claws.
There we go.
I'm gonna say is short form content.
Ooh.
And you know what? It's the best and the worst. I will preface this.
Yeah.
But never before in history, I don't think we've had a platform for people in their bedroom to make music and just shout off the top of and literally promote themselves to their heart's desire and create their own music career using Instagram and TikTok. Now, I will preface this because now people are making music for Instagram and TikTok, which I think is truly a bad thing. But I think if you can keep them separate and make music for music's sake and then promote it for your own career and the love of like promotion and marketing your music, I think that's sick.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
If you're able to cut a good trailer, good for you.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, no, I don't think the best part of a song should be the Instagram clip that they lead with.
People should not be making music with TikTok and Instagram in mind. You know what it's like? It's like if you are halfway through recording an album and the label comes into the studio to tell you what to do. It's literally that. It's like if you're making a song and you're thinking about how it's going to perform on TikTok, you have just ruined your art. 100%.
Well, it's not an artistic expression. It's like an algorithmic based decision.
Yes.
It's very interesting to say the least, but also it's kind of, I feel like the way music's going right now is kind of like the Napster era of things and MySpace era of things where everyone was uploading. Now people are able to blast out this content like this.
Sure. Just
an overabundance sometimes.
So it's too much. Yeah.
It's harder, I feel like, for artists to make noise because there's so much happening.
Well, I think we're going to probably gravitate to more like grassroots stuff soon. I think people are pretty sick of just music and content overload.
Sick of laptop bands.
Yeah, and
basically.
laptop bands. Just,
Bring back guitars, baby.
I think so.
And
I really
real
think so.
musicianship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, the industry's just starving for that.
For humanity.
I do.
Starving for humanity.
I
Cause
do.
of humanity?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Help!
I always say I played guitar in a band, but I was never a guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Played bass in a band, was never a bassist.
I played bass in a band and was never a bassist.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
That is not true. That's fake news right there, dude.
So we have 7 minutes left of the show, believe it or not. Maybe 4 minutes if we include how much time I'm going to need to play 700 Square Feet, the other solo Jayden Seeley song featuring Trella.
Featuring Trella, produced and helped written by Steven Gomez and John Gomez.
Of the Somerset.
Of the Somerset, yes.
And Twin XL.
And Twin XL, which I'm a big fan of.
And Steven has like 86 different Instagrams now.
Does he?
Yeah, he has like an illustration one. He has a lo-fi one, and they're all fucking dope.
Yeah.
Just go to Steven Gomez on
Man
Instagram.
of many hats.
And I've never seen him wear a hat. Always has great hair.
He should start wearing hats. Yeah.
87.
87?
87 Instagrams.
Yeah. 87 hats.
87 hats, 87 Instagrams.
87. Never mind. Just play the song, dude.
87 square feet. That's how big the studio is.
So what I wanted to ask before I got totally thrown off right there, how can everyone keep up with you guys? That's a good one.
For myself, it's just my name on basically all platforms. Jayden Seeley, Jayden Seeley. Come chuck us a follow, say hi. I'm always trying to hang out, you know. Yeah, Stevie Knight.
You can follow me at keepingupwiththekardashians.com.
.com.
That's me, man.
Wow, you look.
I thought you were the
You look a
org.
little different, right?
Yeah. Are you still good, but a little different.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So the part that everyone's finally tuned out for, what can we expect for the rest of this potential body of work that Stevie may have confirmed?
What can we? Let's be honest. What can we expect?
You can expect some good fucking punk rock.
Yeah.
And some good musicianness.
Yeah, it's kind of back to the way people are making music lately. Yeah. I think we have been trying to push against that and use like real instruments and try to showcase just us being musicians and creating instead of leaning on all of the digital that we see now. We're trying to really push against it and go back to being a human being interacting with instruments.
You can expect two dickheads having a good time.
Basically, that's what I was saying.
Two dickheads dicking around.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Last question. Do your Converse always fuck up like that?
Dude, all the time.
Mine do it all the time too.
I don't know if any cameras can see this. If your Converse do this where they just slip to the side, chuck us a comment because I need some support here. Like physically need some support.
It's the most frustrating thing in the world. It really is. Especially because I always wear two different socks.
Yeah. Oh, nice. We gotta fix that. I'm gonna buy you some socks.
Here's 700 Square Feet here on Gone Fishkin.
Oh! Help!
Gone Fishkin is live on idobi Radio.